Hello YouTube, OIF Eagle here, and this is a video response to the Buckeye Prepper, who has posed the question, who is my favorite founding father? Well, he went ahead and he listed his favorite founding father, Benjamin Franklin, and he listed several good reasons why, and I don't want this to seem like I'm tagging along with you, but I definitely would consider Benjamin Franklin my favorite founding father, if not, one of the top four at least. And this may surprise a few of my friends who would think I would have chosen someone a little more militaristic in my choice, such as like, George Washington or Andrew Jackson or someone along those lines. But once I explain why I like Benjamin Franklin, those of you who know me will see why I find this individual so appealing. Benjamin Franklin, definitely a Renaissance man for his time. Many different skills, a great inventor, a great writer, um, uh, the the ladies' man. He was definitely the Bill Clinton of his time, more in a more conservative measure, but he knew how to have a good time. But the one thing that actually makes me admire him the most are his political skills. He was definitely the politician. Now, not the kind of politician that would bullshit you into following along blindly. He was the type of politician who would be able to convince you into, you know, broadening your mind into a different perspective. First thing that comes to mind was he convinced France to support the American Revolution. He actually went over there, and yes, he did play to their cultural sensibilities a bit, showing them what they wanted to see. But he was very convincing in his statesmanship, and basically it was their support that helped make America what it was. Don't worry, we paid them back in full during World War II, but it was something we desperately needed, the support we desperately needed uh, for us to become a nation, and he managed to get that. Now, again, I'm not just throwing this out there because the Buckeye Prepper was, a Benjamin Franklin fan, but it was definitely something I thought about beforehand, before I even knew about his question popping up. In fact, my kids are in school right now. They're doing a lot of reading, and I had to go to the bookstore to grab a few books for them, for their homework, the fiction and nonfiction. And I looked at all the fiction books there. They were a bunch of crap. But I remembered some of the books that I had read when I was younger, and I actually requested this book by name, Ben and Me. It's a great fiction book based on a historical character by Robert Lawson. And I actually got this for my kid because I remember reading this when I was younger. It was historical fiction, which made me want to learn more about our founding fathers. So I went to Barnes and Noble, said, "Do you have this book?" And the person didn't know what I was talking about, and sure enough, they had it on the shelf, and I grabbed it for my young son. And I'm a big fan of historical fiction. I read a lot of Leanne Uris as well. But to get my kids started, I got this book for them. Anyway, that's my answer to your question. Who was my favorite founding father? Benjamin Franklin. Uh, Thanks very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and if you don't, never mind, just move along. Have a good day. OF Eagle, out.